When restoring vintage auto parts and recasting them, I come across a lot of problems that I need to solve. This video shows you some jigs that I make, some problem solving, some quick fixes in order to achieve the desired effect that I need. Here at Knob Soup, we recast vintage steering wheels, restore, mold, and cast dashboard knobs, escutcheons, and rubber items for antique, vintage, and classic cars. This is a 1939 DeSoto sedan, and this is the interior Art Deco window crank and escutcheon from that car. Al Smith, the owner, loaned me an extra knob and escutcheon so I can make duplicates and reproductions for the DeSoto Club and for himself. Here's the 1939 knob, and as you can see, I'll get real close to it, this side over here is distorted after 80 some odd years being in the sun. The front side looks pretty good. I'll hit it with a little bit of 1500 and polish that. The problem is I can't just heat this and push it back into place because it'll break. And if it breaks, then I won't be able to reproduce it at all. So what I'm going to do is repair it after I get it cast. I'm going to glue a base on that, a little nylon washer, catches any bubbles and debris that's inside the resin, because once you put it into a pressure chamber, the resin collapses and it draws down, could draw into your mold and ruin your castings. Now I'm going to sand the original knob with some 1500, and then when I get done, I'll take it over to my buffer and give it a nice buffing. Here is the mold I made earlier of that DeSoto. It's all labeled and registered, and you can actually see the distortion using that original knob on this side of the mold. So now we're going to mix up some DeSoto rose. And we get a ore. Okay, that's the B side. Okay, now we're going to do the A side using this smooth cast 327. A into B, back into A, and again into a third cup. You can see it coming out a vent hole that I have right there. So now I'm just going to put a weight on it and put it into my pressure tank. I just cast this 1939 DeSoto window crank knob. As you can see, when I took this out, this is deformed and it's not nicely round, because the original was like that, but I could not straighten the original without breaking it. So what you do is, after casting like this, put it into 30 seconds of boiling water, either with a microwave or on the stove, boiling water, and then put it inside a hole that I drilled and stick that in there while it's still soft, because that boiling water will make it nice and soft, and you can put it in there. And when you do, it will straighten it out. Okay, here's some hot water that I just took out of my microwave. Here is the bent, deformed mold. Put in for a while. All right. Hot. As you can see, it's now very soft. See how I can push it in so I can form it, put it into my mold, and let it harden. Now that it's cooled, I'm going to take it back out of my form. We now have a nice, perfectly round knob back to its original shape. Now I'll give these finished pieces a light buffing. Here's the original 1939 DeSoto window crank knob. And here is the reproduction. And here is the escutcheon that goes with it. And there you have it, 1939 Art Deco window crank knobs. Thank you very much for watching.